GoPro has been a long-time player in the action camera market and is now exploring a new vertical in video capture in virtual reality. Presenting the GoPro Fusion, its first 360 camera which can capture spherical footage at up to 5.2K resolution. It obviously costs a premium, so let's find out if it's worth it.
The Fusion is square-shaped, which is a departure from GoPro's familiar design. It's not the easiest to manage by itself when shooting compared to most other 360 cameras, which is why it ships with a Fusion grip. This hand grip can be extended when needed and also doubles up as a tripod. The build quality and finish are good too. The Fusion is well crafted and feels premium like any other GoPro camera. It's also waterproof up to 4.8 meters. There are 3 microphones on the top and a small backlit display on the front for checking the recording mode and other info. You'll need 2 microSD cards at all times as there's no built-in storage. The footage captured from the 2 18-megapixel sensors on either side of the camera is saved separately on the 2 cards and is then stitched together once you export the video. You also get a USB Type-C port for charging and data transfers. In the box, you get a protective case for the Fusion, 2 adhesive mounts, the Fusion grip and a Type-C cable. The Fusion works just like any other GoPro. You use a mode button to cycle through the various shooting modes and use the shutter button to start or stop recording. You can take 360-degree video footage at up to 5.2K resolution at 30 FPS or 3K resolution at 60 FPS. The rest of the modes like burst and time-lapse work just like on the Hero series, except that all the footage is spherical. You can get better control of the Fusion through the GoPro app, which currently has better support for iOS devices than Android. Currently, only a handful of flagship Android phones are supported, though hopefully this will grow in the coming months. The Fusion captures very good quality 360-degree footage. Light metering is handled well most of the time, and colors are rich and nicely saturated under good light. Stitch lines are also hard to make out unless there's something that's really close to the camera, like when it's mounted on a helmet. In low light, images have decent level of detail, although there is some noise in videos. Overcapture is GoPro's new feature which sets it apart from other 360-degree cameras. Currently only available on iOS and the Fusion Studio desktop app, it lets you extract standard 16:9 video clips from a 360-degree footage. The GoPro app also lets you share 360-degree footage to YouTube or Facebook, but with restricted file lengths. If you want to edit the raw footage, you'll need the desktop application. Currently, the software is very glitchy. We tried it on a Windows 10 PC and an iMac, and it was often a challenge to get to even detect the Fusion in the first place. You can customize how you want to export your footage or use overcapture to crop to a standard video. Processing 360-degree footage takes a while, so be prepared for long waits. Like all GoPros, the Fusion runs hot most of the time. Also, 360-degree footage at these resolution eats into storage pretty quickly. We also ran into a few firmware bugs on our unit. For example, the red LED status light stayed on even after switching the camera off. And sometimes random conversations would trigger the voice control feature, causing the Fusion to either start shooting or switch modes. The 2620 mAh battery lasted for about an hour's worth of usage with Wi-Fi on. However, this would vary a lot depending on which features you have enabled at the time of shooting. Even having the camera idling makes a dent in the battery level. The GoPro Fusion is the company's first attempt at a 360-degree camera, and while the hardware does capture very good quality footage, it's not the easiest camera to live with. You can have it shipped directly from GoPro's website to India, as it's not available locally yet. This makes it quite expensive. Considering the software still has a lot of catching up to do, we'd probably wait a while to see whether updates make a difference before spending so much money.
So thanks for watching our review of the GoPro Fusion, and for all things tech, log on to Gadgets360.com.